Good morning, guys. How's it going? Um, I'm spraying in the middle of spraying clear. Actually, I've got 2 coats on the running boards already. I'm actually painting them outside, so I'm going to set up the camera and show you that. I did fix that gun up. I took it right apart last night, and it turns out that the main pin, that comes out of the nozzle when you pull your trigger, that pin was bent, so it wasn't retracting all the way in when you pull the trigger. It was binding up. So I had another pin, another gun. I took the pin out of that, cleaned it up real good, put it in, and now I've got my adjustments back. It seems to be spraying good. So like I said, I put 2 coats on the running boards already, and yeah, we'll carry on. So I'll set up the camera because I've never shown me spraying clear before because it messes up camera lenses, but because it's outside, shouldn't hurt anything. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so it's a little bit breezy out. I don't normally do this outside because of stuff blowing around in the wind and bugs and whatever. But there are no bugs. I guess they're still snoozing. So I'm going to go ahead and spray these. I figured I'd do the running boards outside. I'll do the fenders inside. It's just a space issue, that's all. And there we go. We'll give it one more shot and use up the rest of this clear. There's just a little bit left, and that's it. Well, the one thing about spraying outside, you don't have to worry about overspray hanging around. It disappears real quick, as you can see. But they came out good, good shine. And another bonus about painting outside like this in the sun is that this stuff's going to dry real quick. So I want it to be all dry so I can move these out of the way. Because when I spray the fenders, I'm going to have the fans going, and it's just going to blow shit all over the running boards. So I mixed up just enough clear to do the running boards. I said they should be dry in probably half an hour, that I can move them and then go ahead and spray the fenders. So that's where I'm at. And once the fenders are sprayed, well, we're on to other things, probably the box. Hey guys, it's the next day. Yesterday it was 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Today it's 34, 40 degrees colder. Anyway, I put the running boards in the porch behind me, and we'll grab the camera and go inside where it's warm. So I did get the fenders clear coated yesterday, and they look pretty good. They should be ready to wet sand and buff out. So got that done. Also, because the running boards are done, I figured I'd pick out the best of the running board brackets that I have, get them cleaned up and painted. So I painted one side. I got to flip them over, paint the other. But I had 3 sets of those, I think. So yeah, it's too cold to work on setting up the box outside. So I guess I'm just going to go ahead and buff these fenders out. So yeah, we'll just carry on with that. All right, so I went and got myself a bucket of hot soapy water, and I got a few dust specks, a little bit of orange peel, nothing crazy, and one unwanted guest. That would be, see that? That's a black fly. He landed on the 4th and final coat, so should be able to sand that little bastard right out of there and clean this up. I think you can see the amount of metallic in this paint. This thing is really, really pops in the sun. So, yeah, I'm gonna get after it. We'll sand it, and I'll show you this spot again after it's sanded out to make sure you see how the bug came out of it. All right, so my black fly is right there. Actually being a little more aggressive this time. I've got 1,000 just to knock down the big stuff. I'm confident I have enough clear on here that I won't sand through. There we go. There you go. The bug be gone 5,000 works. So anyway, I'm going to carry on and maybe just go to time lapse while I sand this out. And then we'll come back when it's done. All right, so went over the whole thing with 1,000, then again with 1,500, and then again with 2,000. And it looks pretty damn good. Now, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. To get a perfect paint job in a garage is next to impossible. There's always something, some minor little flaw. And in fact, even paint jobs done in a booth oftentimes have flaws, and I haven't seen too many perfect paint jobs in my whole life. You know, a couple of show cars like Riddler Award winners and stuff like that, sure, but you know, we're talking thousands of hours to do that. But you can get it really, really, really good. I mean, a top of the line driver quality paint finish that, you know, you'll bring to the car show or cruise night, be proud to show it off. You know, you wax it and wash it, and you don't mind people checking it out. And that's what we're going to have here. So there is one flaw that I noticed. It's up here in the front. A couple of white spots here that I'm probably going to have to touch up. And possibly one, oh yeah, one right here. So we'll see what it looks like when it's all buffed out. And I'm not going to touch those yet. That'll be down the road. I'm going to mark them with a piece of tape or something like that. And, you know, finish doing all of the stuff. Because I want to do, if I'm going to do some touch-ups, I'm going to do them all at the same time. So I'm just going to buff this up, get it nice and shiny. And we're going to go from there. So I'll set up the camera and we'll start buffing. All right, here we go. A few guys have asked me what I use. A lot of times I use Meguiar's. In this case, I'm using this stuff. It's Ferricla or Ferricla or whatever. In fact, they fancy it by putting a little thing over the E. But anyway, yeah, try this. I use Meguiar's a lot. I use a lot of this stuff. So, whatever. I find they all do pretty much the same damn thing, to be honest with you. But, you know, if you talk to the reps, they'll tell you theirs is the best, of course. I like to take little bites at a time, you know. And as you can see, coming out pretty good. Just be careful when you get to an edge. You know, you don't want to have the wheel catch the edge and then burn through. So you're only concerned about getting the flat areas, the main areas. You don't have to buff this edge out. And as you can see, you just take your time and go at it, and eventually you're at the end of the road and you got it all done. I like to start off a little slower RPM. Noticed I increased the RPM just a bit while I was going. And of course, make sure your machine is always moving. Don't stay in one place. Damn, it's looking pretty good. So there you see it. Not too shabby. Every once in a while I'll give it a little squirt just to keep the pad damp. Now there might be a detailer out there somewhere saying, man, he's doing it all wrong. And maybe he's right. I've never claimed to be a detailer, and I'm not going to start. I just don't have the patience for it, to be honest with you. But there is nothing wrong with that. That looks pretty friggin' good, man. I mean, even though it's buffing compound, there's nothing on it. It's just paint. So it hasn't been waxed or polished or anything like that. It's just been done with rubbing compound. So that's just paint. I think it looks pretty friggin' good. Let me know what you think in comments. Okay, so, you know, I think anybody would be get a reflection on a window. Sweet. So I think anybody would be happy to drive a truck that looked like this. You know, so I'm quite pleased with it. I think it looks damn good. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this off and then put this video together. And we'll call it half done. Because then I've got to do the exact same thing on that Fender. So, yeah, all good. Okay, so there you go. We'll get those buffed out today and into tomorrow, I guess. And yeah, move on to other stuff. Once these are buffed, I can put the inner fenders together with them and get them on the truck. So that's kind of the plan right now. And I still got to go like hell on that truck box as well. For whatever reason, my subscriber count isn't going up very quickly. So I'm counting on you guys to help me spread the word and get the word out, and you know, get that subscription level up. I just want to grow the channel, that's all, and make it into something real cool. And the more it grows, the more cool stuff I can do. So yeah, tell your buddies, tell your friends, and you know, I mean, over half of the people that view the videos are non-subscribers. So even if 10% of those subscribed, it would make a huge difference. So please subscribe, and you know, like the channel, leave comments down below, let me know what you're thinking. And yeah, all good. Other than that, if you're not doing anything, get out in the garage and build something, man. Later, guys.